Okay, so here I am at one of my beds here that had beans in it, and it's basically the end of the season for beans. There's still a few growing on, but I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna prep it ready for my fall. I used to pull everything out, toss in the compost, but some of you guys know I'm lazy. I don't like to do much work in the garden. I'll post a video of how I make my garden beds so you guys can see the fast, easy way of doing it. But basically what I'm gonna do, I got a bunch of compost here. Just gonna top it off, top dress it on top of my beds here, probably a good foot thick, and leave my beans in. Two reasons. There's nitrogen on the bottom of the roots of the beans. They pull the nitrogen up from the ground, which you want to keep in. And then as well, when I bury this, it's just gonna break down, so it's gonna be more food for my beds. You'll get the worms and microorganisms in there, making your beds better and more fertile for your next growing season. The first year I did this, after I'd done it, I planted broccoli and cauliflower in, and I never had any luck with that before, and they were amazing. So I've been doing that with this, and as well your peas. Just put your peas down once they've died off, and just toss compost on top, and I think you'll find it's a lot less work, one, and you'll get a better nutrients in your soil. So I've got my compost here. I've already started this one the other day, but I'm going to finish it off right now and show you how it's done. So I'll just toss a whole bunch right on top here. Just load it right up. Like I said, I do about a foot and a half of it as well. Before I do this, I'll go through and do a quick weeding on it as well, which should help it from next season, from preventing it from getting much weed. So I've already done that. So I'm just gonna pull this stuff over, bury those beans right here. Get it right down. I don't worry too much if there's still a bit of stuff sticking up there. It'll still break down. I'll probably just put a bit more on top of there. So I should probably mention too, it's about September 6th, 7th right now. So we already had 2 frosts already, so these plants have sort of died off a bit, so I'm not too worried about covering them up now. There's still some beans on them. If they fall off, reseed themselves for next year, perfect. Even less work. Nothing like any surprises in your garden in the spring of tomatoes or potatoes coming up from previous years. And beans. I haven't had beans because it's a bit too cold here for them to survive, I think, the winter. Ideally, you'd probably want to let your beans and peas probably die off a bit more, but right now I don't really care too much. I don't think I'll get much more crop off this, so it's not really worth my time to wait around for them. And I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had time to actually come out and do any gardening in the past few weeks, so trying to get a head start on the fall preps for the winter. So if I got stuff sticking out on the end, I'll just toss it right under like this, and I'll probably bring it a little bit more over just to do another bit top dressing, get some of the ones I missed. And as I'm going along too, if there's any more weeds that I see, pull them out, toss them in the bush. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to grab some more compost and just finish off this bed here quickly, and then that'll be it for the day. So I'm back with some more compost. So I'm just going to do a little bit along the edges here just to finish off here on the edges here, and then this bed should be done. I just use my shovel this time. Don't want to get it all over. And what I probably should do is edge my beds a bit too, just to define them a wee bit more, just so the weeds don't come up. During the summer I try to go through weed all through the walkways, just to get the weeds kept at bay. So I think that's good for this one, I think. Once these beans die off a bit more too, I'll just kind of bury them underneath the soil that I've got compost on top here. So there you go, that's how I do my lazy beds. Basically, there's other names for lasagna gardening. You just keep laying on top. If I was to dig my hand in here, I could probably dig just with my hand only up to my elbows. It's so loose and rich in there. And there's tons of worms too. So I hope this video has helped you guys out to make your gardening a little easier and quicker and less work. So please subscribe to my channel, keep watching, and happy gardening.